Yo, welcome to Tuesday, October 14th, 3 p.m.'s journal. And today I took one trade. Fucking Dubsky made 1,966, 983 on separate evals. So let's get into today's trade. It was a 2 minute inverse fair value gap long. Now, like I said, I did want to start taking trades that I guess were a little more riskier, a little more risk on, like not as like sit back, patient, wait for an A plus setup. Like this is probably like a B rated setup. B, yeah, I get it's like a B. I mean the draws there, maybe like B to B plus, kind of leaning towards B plus more, B.75 again. So why did I take this trade? So the confluence for this trade was that N wall got filled. We had a 2 minute IFVG. We had an unfilled 5 minute, which is this right here. Let me go 5 minute, which was my break even point. And we also had all of this buy side kind of like stacked up, like low resistance liquidity that needed to get either rebalanced. And if we were going to rebalance with this kind of displacement, then, I feel as though we can run these equal highs up here. So equal highs were my end target when we still had London lows resting above. But let's be honest, bro. Like my entry, let's get to my exact entry. Limit ordered it. I'll talk about that in a second. 267 points. 267 points on, like, I don't know. Even 160 was a lot to ask for, but it delivered. So, yeah. So let's talk about it a little bit more. I would usually not take something like this. As you can see, a lot of bullish indication, even on bearish indication, even as far as this goes. So this was a London session, dump off, right, with a New York reversal. So, this is something that I'm not likely going to take usually. Look, we had just formed these two down here. This isn't something I usually take, to be honest. Like, with all of this, like, right here, I'd want to see, like, I'd usually get in on, like, something like this, right here. Like, this is something that I would usually get in on. Off of, like, this tap into the 15 minute, or I'd get in off of something, retrace into one of these 5 minutes, whether it be, like, this trade or something like that. That's usually what I would get in on. But today we were... like I said, I want to be a little more risk on. It was pretty clear because that 5 minute resting above, and we also had those equal highs up here. Granted, we had no SMT, which kind of sucks. I wish we kind of did. That would have definitely boosted this trade. But as far as we take a look at the 15 minute coming into the day, we can see all of these lows just failing to get taken. So what's that doing? That's generating liquidity. We have the London high left here, which London ended up just continuing downwards from what Asia session did. Now, New York decided today to come in, fill N-Wog completely, manipulate down, fill N-Wog, and then pump up in reverse. So what I thought originally coming into the day that we might have gone the opposite of this. I thought that we would have came up, maybe done this kind of manipulation, taken London, and then I would have looked short to fill N-Wog completely. But instead we did the opposite. And once we had such strong displacement off of that immediately, then I was convicted. And we had this 5 minute, which was an excellent break-even point, a great target, for just to rebalance. If we are going to continue lower, then we're going to hit that 5 minute first because we have all of this left behind. Like this price leg had 2 5 minutes, but it was just all of this low resistance liquidity that I knew needed to be rebalanced. And if we're going to break it and we're going to continue to go lower, we need to rebalance it at least a little bit. So this 5 minute hit would have been perfect. That's genuinely like pretty much the only reason why I was comfortable entering. We had the 5 minute. One thing I do want to say about my entry is that I tried to like set a limit as soon as this 2 minute candle closed, and my shit was just not letting me. Like I was clicking this and clicking it and clicking it, and it wouldn't show up. I'm trying to think what it was doing. It was doing this nonstop. And then it let me set my limit. The reason why I still kept the limit open was because we hadn't taken this 5 minute break even point yet. And even though it was a little bit scary because we came all the way up here and then we came down, I still had faith in it. It allowed for me to get the limit entry. Why I did limit instead of market order was because if we take a look, it was supposed to be a market order kind of buy-in, I guess you could say. It was only 5 points. But these candles have been huge. 26 points, fucking 30 points damn near, even this one. So in my head, I was still thinking like, oh, these candles are bigger than usual. So this really isn't like 2 or 3 points. This is really like 12, 13 points. So let me limit. I have to be able to check those things a little bit before just to be a little bit safer. Gotta get more in tune with volume. So that's why, that's why I did want to limit order today. But hey, it still played out in my favor, thankfully. And once we hit this 5 minute break even, I was a little bit scared because we had failed to get this, and then we also had a doji, but we immediately pumped up on this 2 minute. This 2 minute candle alone was a fucking 67 point candle. 6-7. So yeah, went break even there, and then I ended up trailing my stop a bit once we got up here. We did SMT with ES. Where did we SMT? On this candle. This candle was our SMT candle. I know some people would have closed here. Would have been smart to close, but this is an eval, and like I said, I want to be more risk on. So I felt as though with this much displacement, we're really moving strongly. I wanted to see this 15-minute get inversed, so I was holding through, and I had moved my stop up. I believe it was like below this gap. It was like $200, $300, $400 in profit, something like that. It was below like this 2 minute gap. And then I eventually moved it up again to like this gap. So yeah, I was just protecting myself through fair value gaps that had already been filled. So I didn't want to see them get retouched. So that's why I continued to trail my stop. And yeah. So that was a trade, and we ended up thankfully hitting full TP. One thing I do want to say, I'm sorry if the quality's kind of shit. I don't know what the fuck has been wrong with my OBS. Today I was trying to record this video for the TikTok. I was TikTok live too. Shout out to that. Actually, let's throw in the clip from today's trade. All right, here's a clip from today's trade. Had to get it off the TikTok because the fucking computer decided not to work. But as you can see, we're edging the break even. Hit the break even. Bang, break even. And look at the displacement. I mean, we were really just pumping. Like, this was really strong displacement. We were just ripping up. Right here, I figured we were just rebalancing a bit. After all this bullish momentum, we did need to see a little bit of a bearish move, so that was okay. And then about here, like right when we formed the SMT, cause should be coming up soon, is when I started moving my stops. Yeah, put it right below the 1 minute, right at the gap as first, and then we started moving up higher. I think that's when we had the SMTs, when I put it under the other gap. And then yeah, I would just move it as far as like how we were going with the gaps. Wanted to use the gaps to protect me, especially well, this one is a 2 minute gap. The other one was off of like a 1 minute kind of move that it was already tapped into. So yeah, and then we ended up around here smacking TP somewhere. Like we were edging it again, kind of, and then just waiting, and ba 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 bang bang bang. I don't know why I was so hyped, but yeah. All right, so yeah, I was on TikTok live, and then recording it, and my fucking computer decided to record like shit. It doesn't even let me play the damn file. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck happened. And even yesterday, my OBS was recording terribly. And I'm sorry if it's doing it again. I'm gonna try to get it fixed. I'm gonna just edit this and just upload it. I really don't know what the fuck is going on with my OBS. Yesterday, it started acting up like bad, and I have no clue how to fix it. I've been trying and trying, but I have absolutely no clue. But yeah, sorry if that was off topic, but yeah. Ended up running to these London highs, and now we are just pumping up higher, and looks like we're consolidating now. But yeah, we just ended up fucking ripping today. So we even might touch Asia, rebalance this whole entire dump off from last night. Yeah, just a solid trade, and I'm glad that it happened the day after I said it. Like I was willing to be more risk on. Again, the only reason why I was comfortable taking this was because of this 5 minute that was giving me an excellent break even point, and we had just fully filled NWOG as our bearish liquidity sweep. So yeah, not a bad trade whatsoever. I'd rate it B to like B.5. Definitely is a good confidence booster as far as like this risk on point. Not taking on my funded again because I do want to see price clear up. Like before there was some shit, it was like I'd take this and it wouldn't even get to the 5 minute. This is 2 days in a row that it's actually moving decent. So I'm gonna wait and see how this week plays out. And then I'm gonna transfer myself back to, being comfortable to take good rated setups on my funded account. Is this something I take on my funded account? Yeah. Yeah, to be honest, because of this 5 minute being so close. This probably is something that I'm willing to take on a funded account once I see price is definitely cleared up. For now, I'm just going to be working on evals and try to get them ready to go. Try to get at least 3 evals by, let's say, the next 4 weeks. Let's try to have 3 evals. 3 funded accounts total. What the fuck is wrong with my chair? So, yeah, we're just going to continue that goal of wanting to be more risk on, wanting to just take trades that have more conviction, be more discretionary. Be more open to these trades, not sitting back and allowing opportunities to run away from me. That's going to continue to be the goal for this week, and today was a great way to execute upon that goal. Tomorrow, though, I'm back at the JOB, the job. So I have to trade from there, but hopefully not going to be that big of a deal. So yeah, another excellent day. These are the kind of days that I want to see every day, but not how this works. So I'm glad that um I'm just calm while I'm doing it. I'm not letting my emotions get the best of me. That was something that I know a lot of people struggle with in their earlier stages. I'm still technically in my earlier stages, haven't even been a full 6 months. So yeah, and I'm already I already feel like I got them down pack. I do get analysis paralysis though. I feel like I definitely do. I definitely feel like I do. But that's something that's gonna be worked on and has been getting worked on, especially with this being more risk on it. That's gonna get completely chopped out once I see my setup and I see valid confluences to align with them. It just has to get taken. Win, lose, or draw, it just fucking has to get taken. There's no way around it. There's no way to just keep beating around the bush and just waiting on setups. Today I probably wouldn't have gone shit if I didn't take this. Let's see. 5 minute never got filled. This never got filled. No gap here. Probably would have been this. Would have been break even on this. How about a 15 minute getting touched? I would have had to wait for nope. I probably would have taken the 5 minute before the 15 minute, or even a 15 minute inverse. Let's see if we get this. This would have been something I would have been open to taking a 15 minute inverse, retap, which we did get, and then a 1 minute gap off of that retest. No, maybe a 30 second. I probably would have been, like I said, more risk on. Let's see if we even got a 30 second out of that motherfucker. No, we got absolutely nothing. So today would have been zero zilch nada trades. So glad that I'm willing to be that more risk on, because that played out in my favor today. And then let's load it up. M&Q to just give myself that proof. I know I took it. Don't gotta believe me. I show my losses and draws. But yeah, execution's right there. Bang bang, nigga. Bang bang, bitch. So yeah, there's a trade. 10 minutes in, been yapping a lot. So catch you tomorrow. Let's hope for another great moving day. Let's just be patient, disciplined, and continue to follow my goals. My mom's calling me, so that'll probably be a good time. Let's pick up. Hello? Yeah. Tomorrow. Let's get another one.